Hey there, this is Chris Brown. Just wanted to demonstrate for you the application that I've been working on this week for CIT 365. The assignment was to use ASP.NET Core MVC pattern to design a website that was an LDS Movies themed website. And so you can see here I've got the website up, and part of the functionality was to basically make sure that all of the basic CRUD functionality works, the ability to create, edit, and delete. And so let's start out by adding a new movie here. So I'm going to give it a title, 17 Miracles. That's a great LDS movie. And it's rated PG. And just to show you that I've got edits and validations going on here, you can see it's asking me for a date. I know that this was in June. I believe it was the 3rd actually of 2011. So I'm going to enter that date, and you can see that it's also requiring these other fields. All of these fields are actually required. So I'm going to give it a genre of drama, and I'm going to give it a price of $11.99 and create it. And you can see there it is, 17 Miracles. Now I can also go in and edit a movie. So let's say I got the price wrong and this is actually $3.99, and I can save that, and you can see, yep, it updated it. There's my $3.99. I can view the details, go back to the list. I can delete a record. So let's go back to that list, and let's actually delete the one that I just added, 17 Miracles. And you can see that it is now gone. So all of my basic CRUD functionality works. In addition, we're supposed to make sure that the title of each page are reflective of the purpose of the page. So let's go back to create, and you can see it changes the title up here, title here, and we can go back and look at the edit. Same thing, displays it here and here. Go back to our list, go to details, same thing. Go to delete, same thing. So you can see that the titles are all appropriate for the purpose of each page. In addition, I added, I kept the, from the framework that we used, the tutorial. And so you can see I've got an about page that I modified specifically for this website, and a contact page, again modified for my website. We can go back home. In addition, another requirement was that the footer should contain the copyright within the current year, your name, your state, and the LDS Movies title. So you can see that down here, and that's on every page. We also were to add the ability to sort all movies by release date. So you can see here, if I press that, yep, there's all my oldest movies first. All my newest movies are now first. Now, in addition, this wasn't a requirement, but I wanted to also be able to filter by title, so I've added that. And in fact, the default is to sort by title, but you can sort by either one of those. And then another requirement was to change the color scheme from black and white. I hope that's intuitively obvious here that I've done that. And that I've done what I can to really enhance the theme of this in terms of LDS Movies. You can see the background behind here that stays fixed on every page, and the page itself just overlays that background, but I think that really adds to the LDS theme of my website. In addition to the requirements, then I also added the ability to filter by genre and title, and also worked to build paging. So you can see here that essentially I list 5 movies per page, right? And I can just keep paging and paging and paging until I get to the end. And you'll notice how my buttons are grayed out when they're not functional, so there is no way to click the next button here. And same with the previous. As I scroll back, I can go all the way back, and now that button is grayed out so that I can't use it. So those are some enhancements that I made above and beyond the requirements. Lastly, I wanted to also show that responsiveness, I worked a lot actually on that, even though it wasn't specifically laid out in the requirements. So you can see in Chrome here, I've got emulating a Galaxy S5 cell phone, and pretty much every phone I pick here, you can see that it's responsive. So what about like an iPad? If we go to an iPad, that's what it would look like on one of those, or even an iPad Pro. So you can see that it is completely responsive. So that is my application, and I hope that you've enjoyed watching this. Thanks.